Hello, hello, hello. This is Jeff with www.missionmusician.com, and today is an awesome day because Steven Slate has released his virtual preamp collection, and I've been waiting for this for a long time. The only other plug-in manufacturer that I know for sure that has a preamp emulation is UAD, so I've been really looking forward to this. And for those of you who don't know, so he's released the FG76, which I'm not sure what emulation that is. He states that Beatles have recorded through it, and so I'm not really sure if it's a preamp out of one of the red consoles or what. I'm just not sure, so I'm not going to comment on that. The other one is a Neve 1073 preamp, and what I've done here is if you've watched the video on my blog, How to Mix a Song, this is a song we mixed, and this is the finished mix of it with all the plugins on. And all I've done is I've gone through on every instance of Virtual Mix Rack, and I've added in an FG76. Every place there's looks like I forgot one. Let me just grab that really quick, and I've just dialed these up to about 10 o'clock. Let's see. Let me make sure I got all these here. All right, and then on the 2-bus, I threw on the FG73, and again, got it somewhere around 10 o'clock. All right, and so if you haven't seen the How to Mix a Song video, I'll put a link up on this video, and you can watch it. It's a 7-part series. So let's listen to what I'm going to do is mute all of the VMR instances, every single one of them, and most of them just have the VCC and a virtual preamp on there. Some of them have, I forgot another one. My bad. Let's see here. Okay. Now I'm pretty sure that I have it on every track. Some of them have Revival on there as well as VCC, and then my 2-bus actually has FG Bomber, Revival, VCC, and then the FG73. So let's listen to it with all this bypassed. All right, and then let's listen to them. Let's listen to all the mojo this creates by putting these in here. You never hurt a soul. You never had to go to the ones you love and apologize. Now the VCC is adding some gain, so it's not really a fair comparison at the moment because I am adding a little bit of volume, not a whole lot, but a little. But you can really tell what it's doing to the snare and kick and the vocal. It's just, it's given some mojo to it. Let's listen one more time, and then I think I'm going to go over to the mastered version of this song and see what we can do with that. So let's listen really quick again. Bypass first. You never hurt a soul. You never had to go to the ones you love and apologize. Say that you've been here. You say. So I love it. I absolutely love this plugin already. So I'm going to pause the video, and then I'm going to open up the mastering session for this song and just throw it on the master and see what it does there. So hang tight. Okay, sorry, I forgot I didn't master that song, but that's okay. I have a mastering session here with 7 Chords album, and I've got a song called Collide here. And all that's happening is the song is right here. Let me close this down for a second. So the song's right here. All right. And so I've EQ'd it on the track level, and then it's running down to my submix, which has VMR, and I've just put FG73. It's got the Brit 4KE virtual mix bus on there, and then it's running the virtual tape machine, and then it's running to iZotope, and then it's running out to my master. So let's listen here to what this is doing. I'll start it bypassed, and then I'll kick it on. Just watch this little button right here. When it's lit, that means it's on.
It's like I'm on the road somewhere, over and over you see me, even though you know I hate me inside. When you and I collide, touch me, make me see you, breathe new life in me.
It's super subtle, but I love what it's doing to the guitars, the kick drum, the snare. I really like it. So let's try. Let me turn this off, and let's try the let's see, the FG76 on this master, and see what this does. I'm gonna turn it up to about 10 o'clock.
It's like I'm on the road somewhere, over and over you see me, even though you know I hate me inside. When you and I collide, touch me, make me see you, breathe new life in me.
To me, this one's making the guitars a little bit more edgier, to my ears anyway. And keep in mind, I'm listening through headphones. I can't be listening through my monitors and record this video. It's making it a little edgier. It's making the kick, it just for some reason makes the kick come forward a little bit. And I love what this the FG76 does to the snare drum.
It's like I'm on the road somewhere, over and over you see me, even though you know I hate me inside.
Just gives it an extra little pop. I don't know what it's doing, but man, it sounds really good. And again, it's very subtle, but I'm totally digging what it's doing. So what I want to do now is just go to a raw session where nothing has been mixed, and let's throw these on there and see what happens. Hang tight for just a second. All right, so here I have a session of a song, and there are no plugins on it. This is just a click track. Whoops. And a snare sample was out of phase, so it just put it in phase using the phase button. And so there is nothing on here, so let's listen really quick to the raw tracks.
It all started as a gesture of mine. Now she means so much, she means so much to me. Singing, la-di-da, sing the same old song.
Okay, so sounds okay, kind of dark, kind of muffled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to put VMR, just the preamp, on every single track, and let's hear what it does. So give me just... Okay, so now I have VMR on every single track, and what I've done is I've put the FG76 in the on position at 10 o'clock on every single track, but I've also added in the FG73 in the off position on every single track so we can hopefully listen to the differences between them. You see this one's on, this one's off, even on the 2-bus. So nothing else is on this mix, just the preamp alone. And the first thing I'm going to do is bypass all of them. And let's listen, and then I'll click them on.
It all started as a gesture of mine. Now she means so much, she means so much to me. Singing, la-di-da. Sing the same old song. Singing, la-di-da. She got a heart of gold and an angel by her side. La-di-da. She gave her all to me. She's my lady down the hall.
Now, this is a subtle difference, but it is a awesome difference. Keep in mind, you're listening to raw tracks here, and this preamp is just adding some really good mojo on the snare, on the kick, and the guitars, and the vocal. It's subtle, but it's an awesome difference. I absolutely am loving what this plugin does. I'm going to pause the video again, and I'm going to switch to the FG73 and turn the FG76 off. So give me just a second. All right, so now I've gone through every single track and have turned on the FG73 and turned on the FG76. So if I click on any one of these, you can see the FG73 is on and the FG76 is off. So let's bypass all of these and turn it on, and I'll unbypass and then bypass it again so we can hear what the FG73 is doing.
It all started as a gesture of mine. Now she means so much, she means so much to me. Singing, la-di-da. Sing the same old song. Singing, la-di-da. She got a heart of gold and an angel by her side. La-di-da. She gave her all to me. She's my lady down the hall.
So to my ears, what both of these preamps are doing, and to me the 76 is doing it more, is adding fatness, adding a thickness to the tracks. And I really like collectively what it's doing for all the tracks. Definitely going to use this on all of my mixes from here on out because I really, really dig it. Well, let's try something else now. Let's try using one of these preamps to saturate. Well, let's try it on a snare first. How about that? Let's see. Let me duplicate this. All right, and I'm just going to type duplicate so I remember to take this back off. And let's take this and let's turn both of these on. Let me solo this really quick. All right, so it doesn't sound fantastic by itself, but let's blend it in and see what happens here.
It all started as a gesture of mine. Now she means so much, she means so much to me. Singing, la-di-da. Sing the same old song.
hear how that snare comes to life? That's pretty cool. I like that. Let's try it with the bass. Let's duplicate this. All right. And let's do the same thing. When I distort bass, I normally like to roll the lows off, so I'm going to do that. Actually, I'm going to do that with an EQ first. I'm going to roll, let's try, I'm going to roll up to about 250. All right, so without the VMR, it sounds thin and weak. Let's see, why isn't this playing? Because this isn't solo saved. All right, here we go. All right, so I've really tried to destroy it with some distortion here. I've got VCC on here, and I've just cranked the drive and cranked the input, and then I put on FG76 and 2 instances of FG73 to get a little bit of bass grit going. All right, let's blend that in.
It all started as a gesture of mine. Now she means so much, she means so much to me. Singing, la-di-da. She sings the same old songs. Yeah, la-di-da. She got a heart of gold and an angel by her side. La-di-da. She gave her all to me. She's my lady down the hall. How she does it all with nothing. There's a lesson here for me.
All right, so let me play this really quick, and I'm going to mute these 2 tracks that we are parallel processing using the saturation on the FG73 and FG76. So I'm going to play it with it, and then I'm going to bypass them. You'll see this track go orange and this M go orange when they're bypassed.
It all started as a gesture of mine. Now she means so much, she means so much to me. Singing, la-di-da. She sings the same old songs. Yeah.
Finally, I want to experiment on vocals just a little bit. Same thing, I'm going to duplicate it, and I just want to drive this vocal. Let's see what it sounds like.
It all started as a gesture of mine. And now she means so much, she means so much to me. He's singing.
It all started as a gesture of mine. Now she means so much, she means so much to me. Singing, la-di-da, sing the same old song. Singing, la-di-da, she got a heart of gold and an angel by her side.
I'm digging that too. Now keep in mind, the vocal's not compressed, it's not EQ'd, but I like the grit that it adds to the vocal. So this is a pretty cool plugin, and I'm not disappointed. I usually am never disappointed in what Slate puts out. Not a huge fan. The only thing that I'm not really a huge fan is the CS EQ and the CS lift. And maybe it's just because I'm not using them enough. But everything that he's put out has been really, really good, and these plugins work well together as well. So if you haven't had a chance to check out the FG73 and the FG76, the virtual preamp collection, please, at the very least, demo it and try it out. Steven has a subscription plan for works out to like $29 a month for all of his plugins, every single one. Now that doesn't include the drum plugins from Slate Drums, which is Trigger and Slate Drums 4, but it does include all of his plugins. It includes Relab, Reverb. And he just sent out an email today from the NAMM show saying that S-Gear, which if none of you are familiar with it, I already own it. I've paid for it. Let's see. Let me load up S-Gear here. Is an an awesome guitar amp simulator. Matter of fact, it's my favorite computer amp simulation. Now, I use a Kemper profiling amp to record guitars usually, but for computer amp sims, this thing is awesome. Man, it gets some great thick tones. I really like it. So if you're not familiar with S-Gear, Steven is adding that to his everything bundle, which is $29 a month. The guy's making it hard not to get a subscription, and unfortunately I own most everything he has already, and I own S-Gear. Also, what is coming out I think pretty soon is let me see here, the I forget what it's called, the I'm sorry, let me get here really quick, I can't even say it. The Air and the Earth module made by Fabrice. These are two EQs. They're going to be coming out. Let's see. Well, it just says soon, and you know with Slate that could be a year from now. Just kidding, Steven. But not really. So anyway, that's the virtual preamp collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe. Also, if you're not aware, I have a free mix bundle over at www.missionmusician.com where you can grab a bunch of tutorials for free. It costs you absolutely nothing. They're yours to keep and use on EQ, compression, Pro Tools. They're all free, so grab that free bundle if you want it. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.